Come on, Cyrus. Pick one. Hey. Look, pick one. You guys suck. Can you pick one? Look, you see the colors? Cyrus, pick a color. Okay, you stepped on the green one. So we'll do green. Okay. So let me replace the green one. And we'll go over here. Em! Come pick one. Look. Em, look, look. 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 Can you pick a color? This is the most chaotic. Okay. Look. Pick one. Okay, well we got a yellow one. So we'll do yellow, and then I'll replace the yellow. Do you want to pick one? Okay. Em, go pick. I guess you technically laid on the yellow one, so I will take the other yellow one, and I will leave that one open. Em, go pick one. Look. Pick a color. Em, pick a color. Look, we got pink, blue. That one? You want to do blue? Okay, so we'll do blue. Let me replace it with another blue. Pick another one. Pick one. Okay, well you touched the purple one. So we'll do purple, and then I'll replace the purple. Can you guys pick another one? Okay. We'll do this color. Okay. Blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Technically he chose purple and pink. So I got my... Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I wanted to do just a low-key February TBR video today. As you can see by my opening scenes, I actually had my cats in a very chaotic way help me pick out what I am going to read. So let's get into my February. So I ended up just I found like a TBR prompt list online. I will find the link of the person that I found it from and put it down below, but they're just pretty typical prompts, and they're all in just different colored note cards that I got from Target. And then as you saw, I had my cats just to the best of their ability pick out a color, and I'm sorry if I sound breathless today, but trying my best. But so there's a total of 8 books, so I figured I would that's what I'm gonna try to read. I think that's a pretty decent amount. So the first color was pink, and this is the longest title on your TBR. I had like 3 that were tied for 6 words in the title. So I just went ahead and picked the one that I'm most excited to read, and that first one is the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue with this stunning cover. I have been wanting to read this one for a very long time, and I think that it's perfect too because I believe that there is like romance in it, and I've heard that it's sad, so I'm excited to read this one, but this is the first prompt that I picked. The next one is a book with flowers on the cover of it. This one was a purple card. And for this one, I chose This Blood That Binds Us. This was the closest one to a flower cover that I could find, and it has like these flowers that are right here. And this one is, I believe, is about a, so it's Kimberly Burns, a self-sufficient 19-year-old, expects her customary camping trip to be a calming escape from the non-stop demands of college life, but the attack from a recently turned vampire changes everything. And then Aaron Callum has been trying to resist the bloodlust raging through his new body, but the unfamiliar voice in his head won't let him pass up an easy meal. So it's a vampire story, and from what I understand, the main guy is a little bit of like golden retriever energy, and so I'm a sucker for vampire books ever since, you know, Twilight, which I reread Twilight, and it will always have a special place in my heart, but it wasn't great. But I love vampire stories, and I definitely want to read more vampire stories that aren't just Twilight. And I really like the this one has really pretty like chapter, I don't know if they'd be like chapter breaks, but they have really pretty like intro chapter things. So that's number 2. For the next one, the next prompt, which was on a green card, and it is a cover by. For this one, I'm going to pick, I picked The Deal because I literally bought this one because it was a cover by, because I'm a sucker for cartoon romance covers, and I'm currently on chapter 5. Again, I think I'm on like chapter 7 because I've been reading this one on my Kindle. And this is a young girl, Hannah. She's in college, and she is totally pining after this popular guy who's on the football team, and who doesn't know that she exists. And then she ends up agreeing to tutor this the captain of the hockey team on college, Garrett Graham, because if he doesn't pass the class, then he basically won't be able to be on like the hockey team anymore. So they end up working together, and Garrett says that like, I'll basically show you an in to get in with the dude that you're liking. And then obviously you know, I believe a little bit of a situation happens between them, and so this is a romance. Again, hockey is my first like sports romance, and so far I'm really enjoying it. It's funny. I really like the banter between the two main characters, so I have really high hopes for this. The next one is a book by an indie author. I believe this would be the only indie author that I have on my current TBR, and it is called Hollowed by Jessica S. Taylor, and this is a Sleepy Hollow retelling. So something wicked comes this way. Sleepy Hollow is crumbling. To protect the supernatural town from the mundane world, each year a resident is sacrificed to the Dullahan, the headless horseman that protects the veil around the hollow. 19-year-old Katrina Van Tassel knows she's a disappointment to her parents for more reasons than one, but as the only daughter of the most prominent family in Sleepy Hollow, she never imagined that she would be chosen as the next sacrifice. And so this one just sounded really interesting. Again, I'm a sucker. Sleepy Hollow is one of my favorite movies, and I'm a sucker for any Sleepy Hollow retelling or anything Sleepy Hollow related. And I've had this one on my TBR since I think like this came out in September or October of last year, and I've been really wanting to read it. And again, it has a stunning cover, and again, it's also a romance, so again, it fits great with February, you know, being Valentine's Day. So I'm excited to read this. Next one is a purple prompt, and this one is to listen to an audiobook. So I'm going to choose an audiobook that I'm already listening to because it is a long audiobook, and it is House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas, which is the 3rd Crescent City book that literally came out on January 30th, and it has been highly anticipated for me. I'm all caught up on Sarah J. Maas's works, and I've been listening to it, but I'm trying really hard not to speed through it because I've been waiting for this book for a while, so I'm trying to take my time with it. So, but that's the audiobook that I will be choosing for this month, and I don't really want to say a lot about it because, like I said, it is the third in a series, so I feel like if I were to say much about this, then it'll give it away. But the premise of the series is that it's about this young woman, Bryce, and her best friend, Danica, dies really tragically. I'm not spoiling anything by that. And basically, the whole series is just she's trying to figure out what actually happened to her friend because she thinks everybody says that it was Danica like did it to herself, and Bryce knows that that's not really what happened, and so and then a bunch of other characters come on board to and end up helping Bryce. But yeah, and it's turned into a series. There's a lot of it has to do with angels, and there's demons, and there's other creatures, and it's a really good series. And so a lot of people, including myself, have been waiting for this third book, so I'm trying to savor it as much as I can. The next prompt, which was a yellow prompt, and it was a mystery novel. The book that I'm going to pick for this is actually also a library book, and it's called All That Consumes Us by Erica Waters. And this one would also fall under like a dark academia, but I think this one would also fall under horror. This one is about Magni Veery is Tara's dream. Like everyone at Corbin College, she longs to join its elite ranks. Notoriously insular, the students who spend 4 years within the academic societies, shadowed halls come out changed, innovators ready to shake the world. As a first-gen college student, Tara knew she was a long shot, but when Magni Veery when a Magni Veery student mysteriously dies, a spot opens for Tara and she sees her dreams finally coming true. Suddenly, she's surrounded by magnetic, passionate individuals, able to write within the time and skill she never had before, free from the exhausting number of jobs she had been working. Tara's life is perfect, even if terrifying visions start keeping her up at night, even if someone unseen is stalking her through the gothic, luxurious halls of Magni Veery. Even if the story she's penning is following a bloodier path than she'd ever write. Even if deep at its core, Magni Veery is more nightmarish than dream, with secrets that could inspire greatness or destroy Tara completely. So this one I chose like as a mystery novel because obviously there's like a mysterious aspect. There's some things going on that, you know, there's more to it than what it seems. And so I decided to choose this one. And also, again, this one is just a stunning cover. And when I saw it at the library, I really wanted to read. The next prompt, which is also a yellow prompt, is a thriller novel, and for this one, I chose Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. This one I heard a lot of people talking about last year, and it really piqued my interest, and so I really wanted to read this one, and it's a killer haunts a small southern town, and two outcasts, the preacher's daughter and the boy from the wrong side of the tracks, hold the key to uncovering the truth. So I never read anything by Ashley Winstead, but I would really like to, and this one has just sounded the most interesting. I also do have to say that The Last Housewife also sounds interesting from her, but I also picked this one up, like I said, from my local library, and I've just heard, this is one that I have heard some mixed things about, so I'm excited to see if I like it or I don't, but I'm excited to read something for her, for the first time. And then my last prompt, make sure it doesn't fall, that I have was a green card, and it was a horror novel. My husband took me to Barnes & Noble to pick out a book, and I decided to they actually had one that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and it is None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. Two teenagers, serial killer survivor Emma Lewis and U.S. Marshal candidate Travis Bell, are recruited by the FBI to interview convicted juvenile killers and provide insight on cold cases. From the start, Emma and Travis develop a quick friendship, convincing juvenile murderers to talk even when the FBI can't get them to crack. But when the team is called in to give advice on an active case, a serial killer who exclusively hunts teenagers, everything begins to unravel. Working against the clock, they must turn to one of the country's most notorious incarcerated murderers for help. Teenage sociopath Simon Gut Munson, I think it's right. This one just sounds, I like the idea of putting like two, of like the FBI like taking a chance of just putting two teenagers who are hoping to get serial killers to open up and talk. And I just really like the setting of it. I like, you know, I like almost like the fictional true crime aspect that's mixed into it. And I like just, again, the idea. I loved Mindhunter. I watched that show really fast, and I just am really intrigued by it. And also, this is a really nice cover as well. So this is the one that that I picked, and so I'm hoping, like I said, I'm already hooked, so I'm excited to read this one. I know a few people have been talking about this for the last few years or so I'm excited to actually to see what all the hype is about. And then another book, like I said, I have my cats help me pick out 8 of the books, but I do have a few books that I would like to read. I do have a few books that I would like to read because it is February and it's, you know, month of love. And that first one is, and this one is one of my most like anticipated books to read, and that is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. And this one is, I believe there's time travel involved, and it's about this young girl who goes on the train, and then she is really interested in this mysterious person who's on the train, but it seems like there's more to the story, and she learns more about her. And I mentioned this in my TBR video, but I decided that I want to read this because it sounds like it's funny, and it sounds like it's exactly what I want to read during the month of February. So this is one that I will be reading as well. The last one on my TBR for this month that I want to read is also one from the library. So I'm trying to read through some of my library books that I've had before, you know, my due date is up, and that is The Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. I've never read anything by Sally Thorne. I know she's written The Hating Game, but this one just sounds really cute, and it's Ruthie Madonna has worked the front desk at Providence Retirement Villa for years, living on site at the beck and call of wealthy residents and the rare tortoises that roam the manicured lawns. She has a routine and not much ever changes until she lays eyes on Teddy Prescott, the son of Providence's new owner and her new neighbor. Tall, tattooed, and with the most magical hair on earth. Just ask him. Teddy's in town saving up money to pursue his dream of opening a tattoo shop. He's the definition of risky, and Ruthie's dazzled at first sight until he mistakes her for a little old lady. So it's like, again, Second First Impressions. It sounds like a cute, almost like, I don't want to say an enemies to lovers, but it just sounds like, you know, God getting off on the wrong foot, and so it just sounds cute, and so I'm excited to. So, hi Emery. So as you can see, this is my February TBR that consists of 9 books. So I'm excited to hopefully read all, or at least most of these this month. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. It's in a little bit of a different, it's in a different location this for today's video, but I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. I started rereading this, and I have a bookmark in there, that's where my other bookmark went.